Hey ladies, so this is a really super duper important video. This is about how to meal plan, okay? I'm gonna give you all my best resources for how to meal plan. Because again, you're planning your own menu here. If you want me to plan your menu customized one-on-one to you and your goals, that's something I provide. But the idea is that you want to do this by yourself so that it becomes a lifestyle. So if you're interested in that, just let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and walk you through how I meal plan, and still, for the most part, how I meal plan, okay? These are the best things to know to get started. Okay, so here we are on Beachbody On Demand. I wanted to bring your attention to one specific resource within Shift Shop. If you go to Shift Shop and you go to the program materials, this nutrition guide is a little different. Go to the Simple Shift Nutrition Guide, and you'll see here how to find your portions. I talked a little bit about that yesterday, but again, every different program nutrition guide is a little bit different. Go to whichever one you're using and find your portions that way. This is how you do it for Shift Shop. His plans differ in that as the weeks go on, the carbs go down and the veggies and the proteins go up. Okay, so you do this fuel analyzer or whichever plan you're on. You figure out which bracket you're supposed to look at, and then you look at that bracket to determine how many veggies should I have, how many fruits should I have, how many proteins should I have, and these are all corresponding to those containers that you got with your challenge pack. So instead of counting calories, we're just counting containers. What I wanted to tell you, and here's all your food lists, what I wanted to tell you about Shift Shop is that he includes a sample menu with a grocery list already done. So if you're in a place where you just want to take your first week and you just don't want to plan anything, you're happy to just eat whatever he has out for you, you can do that. Now I would make sure that the containers are the right equivalency depending on what your program is supposed to do, but week one is the same as any other program, meaning like if you're doing Core de Force and you're on week one of Core de Force, then plan A week one is going to be good for you, okay? So I just wanted to bring your attention here just in case there's anyone out here who's like, I don't want to do this, I just want something I can take right now and do it this weekend and be done. Totally fine. This is what I would recommend you use, okay? Now, I personally like to customize more, and this is my meal planner. It looks really confusing, but it's not. It's basically you put it, this is a really old one, this is from February. You put in the days, and then you put in your portions. So, for example, I'm doing Core de Force. I put in all of my information. I'm supposed to be eating Plan A. Plan A has 3 veggies. So in here, I write 3 veggies. Has 2 fruits. So in here, I write 2 fruits all the way down the line. Now, as I put in what I'm eating, it keeps track of it. So I want this number at the bottom to be the same at this number on the top. After I'm done, then I go in and make my grocery list over here based on where they are in the store. I'm going to send this to you guys in an email, so don't worry. I would put it in the file section here, but you can't upload Excels that you can download and use as Excels. It comes out as PDF. So I want to give you the actual Excel that you can use. As you can see, you guys, like I typically keep it real simple. I do a lot of bootables. I do a lot of, and a bootables essentially, you just take a bunch of different things that sound good together and you put them in a bowl. Kind of like a salad, except there's usually less leafy greens and more yummy things. So I typically keep it really simple. I try and keep my carbs at the beginning of the day, and if I'm eating carbs, I put them at the very beginning of the day, and usually right after a workout. And you also have to make sure you're taking into consideration Shakeology. That's one of your red portions. And when you're making Shakeology, I prefer mine best with a serving of frozen fruit. So that can be bananas that you freeze. That can be It can be just frozen fruit that you get from the store. If the fresh fruit is on sale, you can get, fresh strawberries, fresh berries, portion them in baggies, and just throw those in the freezer so they're easy to pull out and go. That is what I would recommend for Shakeology. Also, use nut milk. Coconut milk is a lot less processed than almond milk, but if you're using unsweetened almond milk, that's great too. Make sure it's unsweetened. Make sure it's unsweetened. Okay, so this is how I use my Excel tracker. I keep it really simple. Most of the things I have, like sweet potato fries, I had those too. Like, I'll have the same menu a couple days in a row because I'm one person. Another idea, if you're going to use this, you can link in recipes here. So I mentioned, this is a meal plan that you can use from Shift Shop, but you also have this really great recipe booklet here. You have recipes all over Beachbody On Demand, from your program nutrition guide, from Fixate on here, from all the different programs. The nice thing about all of the recipe guide, the recipes within the Beachbody Network, is that they automatically break down the portions, rather than if just going on like recipes.com and pulling off a spaghetti squash with meat sauce recipe. You'd have to figure out, okay, like how many greens is that? How many reds is that? That doesn't really make sense. So in the beginning, it's usually best just to use Beachbody recipes if you're one to use recipes rather than just individual ingredients on their own, because it's already done for you. You don't have to like think through all that work of like equivalencies and stuff. Okay, so another great idea is you just go to Pinterest, 21-day fix meal plan. But boom, completely done meal plans that you can take. There's also, you can type in any program. Let's see, what else are we doing in here? Someone doing Quarter Force, or is that just me? Shift Shop, Quarter Force, 21-day fix. I think that's it. But you can type in any program. You can also just type in 21-day fix recipes, breakfast. So many different 21-day fix breakfast recipes. All right? So there's so many resources out there. Just have fun with it, but keep it simple. Have fun with it, but keep it simple. A nice rule of thumb is to give yourself like a couple challenge recipes for the week, maybe on a day that you don't have so much to do. Maybe it's a day, your kids don't have to go anywhere after school. So you just come home, you have time to do dinner. You don't have to run out anywhere. Give yourself a couple challenge recipes, but keep it simple for yourself so that you can feel successful and have progress. So guys, the only other thing I want to talk about is grocery shopping. So after you have your menu planned, create a grocery list. I like to personally, when I go grocery shopping, I like to plan everything based on the section and just go through the list of the section by section. You want to have so much here in produce. You don't want to have jack shit in inner aisle, because the best foods that you should be eating are on the perimeter of the grocery store. They're on the outside of the grocery store. We want to cut all that processed crap. So if you have like sugary cereal sitting around, if you have if you're eating bread, go get Ezekiel bread. It's the only one I recommend. If you have ice cream, if you have like tortilla chips, all that junk food, candy, chocolate. I'm not saying you can't have some dark chocolate every now and again, but I am saying this is your first challenge. You want to feel really freaking good. So go get rid of as much of it as you can. And I know some of you live with other people. If that's the case, the best thing you can do is talk to your family, tell them your goals, ask them to be invested in your goals. You don't need them to change at all. You just really are in need of the support and the encouragement. And then you say, can I have a cupboard? Can I have a shelf? Can I have a drawer in the fridge? That's your cupboard, that's your shelf, that's your drawer in the fridge. You don't go anywhere else. That's where you go. You go to your spot. And you don't eat anyone else's food. You just eat your food. Because I currently live in that situation, and I know exactly how it is. And it is a lot more. People say like, oh, it's such an excuse. But it was a lot easier to eat on plan when I had my own place, and I could just say, say no at the store. It's a lot easier to say no at the store than it is when it's sitting in front of you every day when you go to grab your food, okay? So do everything that you can to have your own space so that that's what you focus on. So grocery shopping, yeah. Stay on the perimeter as much as you can. If you have to go in the aisle, run in there, grab whatever you need, run out so you don't get sidetracked by all the other things that look delightful. Okay, I think that's all I have for you. Please below share with us something that you're excited to make or any questions that you have, because it is kind of tricky to get started. I'm telling you, the best thing you can do, which I can't do for you, is you just go to your eating plan, you read it cover to cover, make it your Bible, and then if you really want to make it easy, go find a meal plan online, either on Beachbody On Demand or on Pinterest. That is what you want. That is what you need for your calorie intake and for your number of portions every day, and go use that, okay? That's why we have these things. Make it easier for you. Tomorrow is Saturday. We're going to talk about meal prepping, and we're going to talk about meal tracking. So prepping is essentially making your food ahead of time so that when it comes down to it during the week, you're not really even cooking that much. You're just eating the food you've already prepped. And we're going to talk about meal tracking, which is assessing, did I actually eat what I planned? Did I actually eat what I prepped? Did I actually do what I said I was going to do? Did I let other things get in the way? Because that's life, man. You know, like I'm without a car right now. So going to the grocery store is kind of on other people's time. So meal tracking is really interesting for me right now. So it's okay. We're going to work through that on tomorrow. And then on Sunday, we're going to talk about the shakes, and we're going to talk about notes from a friend. Quick tip on the shakes. If you have them in your possession, don't wait. Please, please, please don't wait to start drinking them. They're going to give you a jump start. They're going to give you a kickstart on Monday. I am so excited. You guys, I'm going to stop this share because I've been talking and just looking at a big screen. Here I am. Hi. Love you. Thank you. Comment below. Questions, comments, recipes you're excited to make. Okay. For real. Goodbye. End. It didn't end. Well, this is anticlimactic. Goodbye. No, for real. End.